Hey, what's up guys? I'm gonna be bringing you guys a video today. We're gonna be fighting Arc Tempered Teostra. We're gonna be using heavy bowgun. Now the other set that I use is not really this one. I actually use 5 attack decorations with mighty bow, with not mighty bow, my bad, with the mighty charm, which gives you 45% infinity instead of 35. Now to make this easier for most of you guys, I did take out the 5 decorations of attack. I did leave 2. You don't have to run 2, you can run 4 just by running the 1 here and the attack charm. Now I ran 5 just in case if you do have 5, then go for it. If you don't have 5 and you only have that 1 attack decoration like a majority of the people, get rid of that 1 attack decoration and run that extra expert jewel so that you have exactly 40. So that would leave you with 90 with weakness exploit. Now if you don't also have crit eye, then run stun resist. That helps you out in case Teostra stuns you. You would actually recover from it faster. Now to the mantles. Mantles that I recommend for you to use. You could use fireproof mantle. Maybe you're not comfortable running without fireproof mantle, but if you are comfortable running without it, then I suggest you use Rocksteady. For the roars, the way Glutton works, or any heavy bowgun, the hits to the head are pretty much timed. It's not really like timed by like time, but you can pretty much count the amount of hits you do to the head over and over again, and you'll figure out how many shots it would take to knock out the monster, pretty much, since you are using a spread shotgun. Now if you use impact mantle, it's a lot easier than running spread shotgun. With spread shotgun, since it is gonna knock out the monster more often. So another mantle that I would recommend if you are going to be running with Rocksteady should be the first one, since you're going to get a couple free hits in and be able to knock out the monster. Is if you want to run impact or tempora, either one of those 2 will work. If you actually just want to run fireproof over any of those, then that will work too. That would actually help you out regardless. But for this fight, I'm actually going to be running Rocksteady with Tempora. Now, Tempora is great right after Rocksteady, and it would actually last you long enough to kill Arc Tempered Teostra. If you're doing enough damage, of course, and you haven't fainted, it would actually work out for you. Now, I will only recommend the heavy bowgun if you know how to sidestep and backpedal. Don't get scared when you see Teostra moving his head back to throw fire at you. Sometimes his fire will go behind you, since it doesn't come as a straight blast. It normally goes as I don't know how would it be a perfect example for it. It pretty much goes under and over, since it doesn't really hit you. It just goes around you and it goes to the back. But for this fight, like I said, just don't panic and just relax. So let's go right ahead and do this. Now whenever you shoot him, you just take a few steps back, move to the right. Now right here, you see how he's trying to shoot fire. That fire goes behind me, not in front of me. So you don't have to hesitate to hit him. Now the only problem is the blast blights. That is quite annoying. So right there we go. We got him. It only takes a few shots to knock him out the first time. Now you see the blast blight, it's actually increasing on my screen to the left side, which is kind of annoying because that means I will actually have to stop, and that's my cue to stop hitting him and get this blast blight off me before it blows up. There we go, we missed it, which kind of sucks, but hey, it happens. So as long as you're doing damage, like you're pretty much abusing Teostra, he would always get knocked out over and over again. As you can see, it only took a few shots that time to knock him out. So let's actually go right ahead. The only problem with Blast Blight is that if Teostra hits you, you pretty much get KO'd. It does so much damage that it can kill you. Alright, Teostra is so far away. It's not... There we go, we knocked him out again. Reload, fill up. So this is like a rinse and repeat. This is where you're pretty much going to be doing the whole fight. Rocksteady's already ending, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to reload my gun here, put my gun away, and switch mantles. Oh, he didn't give me the chance. So switch mantles. You're gonna want to be careful with that bite. Sometimes the temporal mantle can't dodge that bite, so it is gonna be an issue. So right here we're just gonna flash him and just go for the hits. Now, whenever you're pretty much fighting him, every time he does one of these, you're pretty much just gonna reload if you are running out low on ammo. There we go. Reload. Oh, make sure you always have the right shortcut on. So this is how you're pretty much gonna make this fight easy. The hard part is the beginning, because since you do have Rocksteady, you still take damage. But once you get to like Temporal, or if you have Impact can make the fight a little bit harder if you're not careful. Because Teostra is like a variable. It's like you better hope you get like an easy Teostra run. So right there, we knocked him out. We're just gonna keep going. He's just gonna keep taking these hits. Now this is pretty much the whole fight. You can pretty much keep him in that same spot. We broke his horns, so we should be perfectly fine. You can always dodge the roars if you know how, so that you're not paralyzed by it, by the fear of the roar. So let's actually keep going. He should be dying soon. Even if he doesn't die here, you can always let him go back to base, or flash him in out of the sky, or have a lucky break like with your cat that he just paralyzed Teostra for me. There we go. We're gonna flash him out of the sky. I don't want him to go back to base. It's just easier to kill him here and not have to deal with the volcanoes. There we go. 3 minutes and 49 seconds, which is not bad. You can actually get it a lot faster if you relax and concentrate more on your focus. Unlike me, I'm actually talking, not focusing as much. But this is honestly the fastest way I found without using so much materials to pretty much farm Teostra. Arc Temper Teostra, at least. But for the most part, this is actually a fun fight if you follow the steps and don't give up. Even if you lose to Teostra often, don't give up. It is RNG, so sometimes you'll get an easy Teostra, sometimes you'll get a super hard Teostra, but as long as you're doing the damage and you're knocking them out, you should be perfectly fine. If you guys found this helpful or enjoy the video for the most part, leave a like, share with your friends, subscribe. Now this fight is a lot easier solo than it is in groups. If you're doing this in groups, I suggest you coordinate and as a group figure out how you're gonna defeat Teostra. I normally just play with like one other person. I don't normally play in big groups, so I wouldn't really know how to give you that answer, since I only normally play with one extra person. But if anything, guys, I will be catching you guys later. Peace out. Enjoy your weekend or your weekdays, whenever you're watching this video. And I'll catch you guys later again. Peace.